Today is Medical Monday. Depression is a mental health condition that involves a persistent feeling of sadness, maybe loss of interest in activities. It can impact how you feel, think, and behave. We will be talking about mental health in this Medical Monday segment. We say good morning to Brittany Fearn. She's manager of social work there at Hurley Medical Center. Thank you for coming in to talk about this important topic.
Thank you.
We were just talking a moment ago. You've been with Hurley for 8 years now.
Yes.
And let's talk about some of those symptoms of a mental health condition. Kind of a broad question, but what are some of those things to be on the lookout for?
So anything that makes your mood off, any sadness, isolation, not wanting to participate in your normal activities that you normally would go out and do. And just not reaching out to your friends and family like normal.
Well, and coming from your position of expertise, what are you investigating as the causes and then the treatments?
So a lot of the causes are just all those changes in life. Like, life is never something that you can predict. There's always divorce, loss, there's changes in your job, different biopsychosocial things out there in the world that happen that you don't have control over. And a lot of the ways that you can treat that is by talk therapy, so psychotherapy, coming and talking with somebody, and also sometimes some medication.
Well, let's talk with a little more about psychotherapy. What exactly does that involve, and what do you do?
A lot of it's just sitting and talking out those negative thoughts. So a lot of the things that you experience and the ways that you see life is the way that you think of life.
Sure.
So talking with somebody sometimes can help you reframe the way that you're viewing some of the things that you just don't have control over.
Yeah, those hurdles you talked about that can impact how we view things.
Absolutely.
And talk about just how you see the growth in people and the change, and why helping is so or talking about it is so healthy.
So a lot of times just talking about it can make you realize you're not alone. That's a big thing with mental health and depression, is people think that they're alone out there and that they're the only one experiencing these things. So when you talk about somebody, it actually gives validation to that, to know you're not by yourself and that there are treatments out there that can help you.
Well, do you think we made progress as far as addressing depression in society? I do feel like over time it's always kind of had a taboo associated with it, but what's your take on that as far as being open and vulnerable?
I would say we've made huge progress, especially now because we have that 988 suicide hotline number that's out there for anybody to use. No judgment, you can reach out at any time, and that's for the entire country. That's not just for here in Genesee County. That can connect you to people to help. And that is huge because there never used to be a 911 for mental health, and that's what this is now.
That is a big leap in progress. And I also see on the screen there, of course, you can always talk to your primary care provider. They can lead you in the right direction, right?
You should always start there. If you don't have a primary care physician, get connected to one. That's your main goal. They're there to treat your whole person. And then always that suicide hotline number in case you need it.
Well, then bottom line, why do you do what you do?
Just to help people. There's so much out there in the world that's negative and that you can't control, and there's just being able to put some love back out there in the world is nice for me.
I can tell you're a great person to talk to as well, Brittany. We'll share that information quickly one more time for folks at home. Again, it's an easy number to remember, 988, if you're going through some tough times and need someone to talk to. And, thank you for what you do.
Of course, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.